He is one of the youngest members of President Cyril Ramaphosa's cabinet and heads up a crucial portfolio. Ronald Lamola, the former ANC Youth League Deputy President and Minister of Justice and Correctional Services, joins me now in studio to talk about a variety of issues that have to do with his department and, of course, his political party, the ANC. As you can see, he's clad there in the colors, the black, green and gold of the ANC. Ron, thank you so much for talking to me, Minister. So let's start here. There was a story about you were opposed to the extension of the term of the Zondo Commission, but it's water under the bridge now. It's a moot point, but I'm just curious to find out, what is it about this latest extension that you initially did not support?
Yeah, we have never been opposed to the extension. What we were opposing is that the extension should not come at the cost. The cost should be kept because the costs are now a heavy burden on the programs of the department, because you will remember that there has been various extensions. And all the extensions that comes, we have to cut from some of the programs of the department to fund the extension. So the department's programs are already suffering. So what we were arguing was to say, can the commission just find a way of that when it does extend, it does not affect them, particularly the baseline in terms of the cost. But obviously, we also want to see the report coming to fruition at some stage, and we're hopeful that indeed the commission will come to some finality.
Yeah, and you're not saying, are you, that the price that South Africans have paid for the commission is not worth what they're getting in return in terms of the work that the commission has done? You wouldn't want to be understood to be saying that,
no,
would you?
No. That's not what we're saying. We feel that there's value for money, and hopefully even the report will justify. The work that the commission did was in the public interest. It was necessary. What we are now saying is that it is also coming at the cost. So we need to find a way to manage the final stages and the final life of the commission in a manner that does not impact the other programs of the department, and also that the cost should be borne by the entire state. You will remember that we had to beg National Treasury with the last extension. They still a bit reluctant to help us. So we are bearing the cost of the entire nation as a department now. So that is what we're bringing to the fore.
Right. Let's switch focus then, well, slightly, because this is somehow linked to the work of the Zondo Commission. The President, as well as the Chairperson of the Commission, Justice Raymond Zondo, have ad nauseum really talked about the importance of better whistleblower legislation, whistleblower protection legislation. It's a debate that came to the fore, particularly around the killing of Babita Deokaran recently. But that was just a reminder of an issue that had long been outstanding. The likes of Cynthia Stimple and others had been raising it. Bianca Goodson, etc., had been raising it for a long period of time. And I've been critical of you. And that's the reason why I was looking for you initially some weeks ago to say, okay, lawmakers and the executive is a major source of legislation. So if we all see that there's a gap for better whistleblower protection legislation, why is it not forthcoming? Where is I remember one time I said, Minister Lamola, where's the green paper? By now we should be talking ideas. Where's the green paper on whistleblower protection legislation?
Yeah, as you are aware, Thulas, there are various witness protection laws and legislations that are aimed at also protecting the witnesses, in certain instances, the whistleblowers. So, unfortunately, with government, one of the things I've learned, unlike in the Youth League, you could just wake up and speak, you know. So, with government, it must first be processed, it must be policy, it must go through cabinet, then you can talk about it. Hence, our hands are tied. We have heard the public cry, but there is a process that is currently unfolding to look into the protection and the whistleblower processes. And hopefully when we are ready, we'll be able to engage with public when we have released some kind of a document. But at this stage, I can only state that there is work that is being done within government and also within the department that is aimed to bring to the fore and to deal with the issues that have come to the realities of the lives of many whistleblowers. We have seen it in the Commission, we have seen with regard to the CFO of Health in Gauteng, but it is something that is a daily occurrence across the country. I have seen some people who are doing jobs who have been sent envelopes of bullets and all. So it does need a kind of a comprehensive input from us and also from the public.
I'm going to need a bit more, though, from you, Minister, than there is work that is being done at the moment. What does it look like? Because I had pegged in terms of the milestones for me being the green paper, when you are giving out a whole host of thinking from various sectors of society, but perhaps we are not there. Where exactly are we? What is this work? Tag it for me. Who's doing what right now?
Yeah, it is still within a policy development stage within the department, because there are various inputs that have come from the public, including books that have been written by some of the witnesses. There are brilliant suggestions that they've made. So the policy unit is looking at all those to come up with some kind of a policy, including a legislation that will be geared towards that direction. And the President has also been very directive to the department to attend to the matter as a matter of agency. And that agency is something that the department does understand.
Yeah, in fact, I was going to ask you about that urgency of that. But just give me your sense of your own thinking then. And we can give a good disclaimer to say this is not what this is not what the initial policy positions will suggest. Your own thinking. There's a whole range of these issues that have to do with whistleblower protection versus witness protection, where someone is a witness in a criminal process and they need to, in a way they are uprooted from their lives and they have certain protections afforded to them, or perhaps have the state imposing guards to walk around with them and to guard them, versus whistleblower protection, which talks to all these issues of being victimized. I mean, the issue is so serious that if someone could send, I don't know if they sent a bullet or shot a bullet through the window of the offices of the Zondo Commission, that just tells you the kind of society that we are dealing with. Well, at least some elements in society that we are dealing with. So your own thinking, what's the potential? What's possibly out there to protect whistleblowers?
Yeah, obviously it is a complex matter in that some of the whistleblowers, for example, they want to remain anonymous. And some of them do want to say, our lives are in danger. But some of them, they don't even know that their lives are in danger or not. You only sometimes realize when the witness or the whistleblower maybe receive a bullet or something like that. So it's a kind of a complex world. But there are examples across the globe where some countries have attempted to look at the policy initiatives that could help in that regard. And you will have seen that the witness protection system also learned from what in the globe is happening. And the US is one of the countries that are leading in that regard. And that is what is currently being discussed to look into whether this is the best model that we can. But you will know the US is a first world country. The resources that they have, we may not really have at their level. But the reality is that we will not be able to fight corruption, to deal with the white-collar crime, if you don't protect those that bring the information. So that realization, it's what is being explored to help us to come with a kind of a policy that will put some kind of a caution.
I'm going to take a break in just a moment, but let me ask you, do you accept the criticism that says you've been sluggish on this front, given that we all know this problem? We knew it existed. The fact that the President has addressed it multiple times on several platforms, and DCJ Zondo, way before he gets to finalizing his report, I can tell you now, sitting here, that recommendation will be part of his report. It doesn't need for the work of the Commission to be concluded for this work to have happened. You've been sluggish.
Yeah, no, it does need some time to come up with policy, because you do not just come with policy. You need inputs. You also need to cost the policy. It will cost money. So all those kind of things have to be considered before, and hence it is becoming difficult for government for us to speak without having had all that kind of information, because it will really cost money. So all those processes have to be at place so that by the time you release a policy, you are able to say to the nation, this is how much it is going to cost, and this is what we're going to do. So if you just speak, it's a kind of a program that is not backed by facts and evidence.
I see. All right, let's pause there for a moment. That's the Minister of Justice and Correctional Services, Ronald Lamola. I'm back with him in just a moment. And of course, we'll go there. We'll be talking about the medical parole of former President Jacob Zuma, what Minister Lamola knew and when he knew it, and what his position is, as well as, of course, touch on some of the challenges you'll see. As I said earlier on, he's clad in his ANC colors, some of the challenges that perhaps the ANC is encountering on the campaign trail. He is a member of the National Working Committee and the NEC of the ANC. So stick around. We have more of that in just a moment.